Rush hour traffic in the streets of Tehran. 8 million vehicles swarm the city, and the traffic police say that's 8 times its road network capacity. The energy-rich country has one of the cheapest fuel prices in the world. And although there have been improvements in the public transport system, many residents choose personal cars for daily commute. Partly blamed on US sanctions, old and inefficient vehicles are driving up the pollution.
Old cars, buses and motorcycles lead to a high air pollution. Domestic migration and a rise in industries around Tehran are other reasons. All these industries use fossil fuel that emits pollutants. We need to get less dependent on fossil fuel by developing renewable power plants. We also need cleaner vehicles and motor fuels.
Hospitals say they're busier on polluted days. Poor air quality can cause or intensify respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. It can also hamper brain growth. Teenagers and children in particular are among the most vulnerable.
The children's brains develop both in size and performance. Brain cells don't divide and don't proliferate. If a brain cell dies, the damage can be irreparable. Pollution poses greater risk to children as its impact on their brains is more severe and more durable.
The government closes schools on polluted days to reduce both the health risk and the traffic congestion. Just as schools are trying to get back to normal following the COVID-19 pandemic, now air pollution is impacting education. Schools in the capital, Tehran, have been shut down for a record 2 weeks in a row this month. Officials say such emergency measures are necessary. On polluted days, classes are held virtually, and there is a downside to this. The experience from the pandemic years show online learning can cause long-term problems for students.
Online education in the past years had devastating consequences. Now we can see the problems it created in higher grade students. They haven't learned the basics well, especially in math. I think it takes them 4 to 5 years to recover. Distant education has also made the students less motivated in learning.
To make matters worse, internet disruptions in the past few months, coinciding with the protests in the country, are making online education more difficult.
It doesn't feel good. We will be away from our friends. We don't understand the lessons well. We have internet connection problems.
Sometimes all of a sudden I get disconnected. After I reconnect, I have lost important points.
Critics say closing the schools is not effective enough, as many students leave their homes for other reasons. It also creates problems for families in which both parents go to work. But the air pollution crisis is blamed for more than 4,000 premature deaths in Tehran alone. One official report also suggests it causes up to $11 billion in annual damage. To mitigate the effects, in-person education is something the government is willing to scrap. Reza Hatami, TRT World, Tehran.